Can we do some human midget wrestling?
I needed it to be a guy with dwarfism, but like not a full-on midget. So like they're pretty short and they're like legally a dwarf, but
Yeah.
like
they're
they
still
look
allowed
like
to
they
drive.
look like
It would be
a
a hate
guy.
crime if-
They're allowed to drive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, get this bitch rolling.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the Brown Bricks Podcast, the most amount of fun you can have while listening to a podcast. We record this podcast in the wake of great drama, of betrayal and violence.
Betrayal.
Yeah,
Anger.
Liam betrayed the man who shall not be named.
He betrayed him by firing him because he didn't do
betrayed
his
the living
job.
embodiment of Miracle Whip.
That does paint a pretty accurate picture,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Miracle Whip and tattoos.
Yeah, like if our high school science teacher had a neck tattoo.
or a couple of them.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah, so Liam, one of our beloved members, has a hit on him apparently
Just got to hit out.
That's okay.
because he fired a guy
This is a
for
call
being
out.
a total fucking asshole. Yeah, no, fucking let's give the fans what they want. Drama. They want high stakes drama. That's the life of working at Door. Liam has a hit on him. I got a chunk of hair torn out and I have a few cuts on my head from breaking up a cat fight. Some guy had a gun. We had to call the cops.
Can you have a gun in your guys' place?
No. Well, I mean, no.
Concealed carry.
I'm pretty sure we're not allowed to have
No.
guns on us while we're working down there.
Well-
and you're definitely not allowed to have a gun on you while you're intoxicated, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Which the guy who did definitely had.
Yeah, no. You're not allowed to have a gun on you.
I feel like if you're walking into a bar with a gun,
Like, I don't know the specific law, but I'm almost positive
Yeah,
it's the law.
no.
It just
for
seems
sure.
like it has to be.
it doesn't end well ever. There's never been a time where someone walked into a gun with a bar and like
Walked into a
used
gun.
it
Walked
for
into a gun with the bar.
Ha ha ha.
A man walks into a gun
Walked into a
and,
gun
and he trips.
with the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff though. That's
Um,
cool. Are you guys going to like counter hit?
Counter hit? No.
You guys could
Where
get
does his
together.
ass stay? Where's his ass be staying?
I guarantee that man is homeless.
But
Or yeah, bleep that out. Oops.
Don't worry.
if we find out,
A lot of Cali goes this
let's
episode.
take a baseball bat to him.
Yeah, no, I'll kill him if he tries. If he tries to miss.
If he tries anything, I'm saying we go do it now.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to kill
preventative
him now.
measures.
Preempt the hit.
No, I'm not
by
doing
doing a
anything.
hit.
I do like the idea
Yeah, if
that
you
like
see a man who looks like a snowball with limbs,
if you see a man rolling
where
down the street,
this is us putting a jihad out.
This is a
on that
fatwa.
guy.
much more powerful.
Look,
Fatwa.
you're gonna kill some guys, like some probably pretty wholesome guys who are just very rotund,
Very nice.
very
big
rotund and
boys.
pale. But like,
You're just expediting the process. at that
yeah,
point.
we'll get him eventually, guys. If we all work together.
Yeah. No.
This is a fat wall on fat people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk
A
about
fat
fat
wall.
wah.
Yeah. The fattest wah. I don't know.
Zing. That's a good zing
Do-
from Jackson.
There are Muslim fat people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking. I was like, if they don't exist, then maybe they already had.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the original
Is,
fat
is
wah.
being fat halal?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
It would
Is
probably
halal the good one?
no. It's
Halal? No, halal is good. That's why
Yeah.
halal food is
Okay.
what
Mm.
they're allowed to eat.
Yeah.
okay.
Then I
Like-
imagine being fat.
Like the food carts in New York.
Yeah. No.
They're all halal.
I think it'd be very funny.
Not
People,
all of them,
people
but
are
most.
putting up signs on their food carts like Muslims aren't allowed to eat this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
That's-
is
yeah. No.
Let's open
no
up the
Muslims allowed
first
to
food
eat.
cart in New York. That's the haram food cart.
Haram. I
that,
do like.
that probably exists.
We just
Probably.
have like one of those signs that says like no Muslims allowed, and we're just like, yeah, because all that stuff's like haram.
not because we have anything against them.
You
but
just can't
because
eat it.
It's haram. You
I
can't.
don't want them.
Accidentally.
Going against the religion.
Yeah, I'm looking
Sin.
out for them.
Yeah, we just want them to make sure.
No Muslims allowed. Parentheses out of kindness. Out of
No Muslims
consideration.
allowed. Just a smiley face on the side
Exactly.
after you say that. That'd be good. That probably wouldn't get you killed in New York.
Probably not.
Yeah, no, you'd be cool.
Yeah, I do like that. Like eventually, I get roped into like killing a guy just because I'm like coming here on Sundays, and I'm like, why not? You know what? You guys are gonna go
No, we're not gonna
Kick a
kill
guy's-
anybody.
kick a guy's door
That's
down.
not gonna happen. He doesn't have a door.
Verbal wink.
verbal double wink.
He doesn't have a door to kick down, Jack. We're not doing that.
That's true. Yeah, he has a cardboard box to get to. Yeah. How can he fit inside a cardboard box? Is he like a
pretty
cat?
Big one?
Where it just like he
needs to buy something big. He needs to buy like a mattress.
You think he can buy a mattress?
That's too thin.
Yeah.
Yeah. What box could he fit in?
Just a big piano box.
Do washing machines come in boxes like that?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they do.
All right, that kind of.
I feel like you might just have to like create your own little box house, right?
Yeah, definitely has to get multiple boxes. He's fat, guys.
Stacks them.
He's real fat.
Yeah. But it is funny.
It is a fat guy.
Because we are coming back after like a week-long absence.
Yeah, we were all sick.
No,
well,
but
we were sick and we had like things going on. It was just not.
Well, no, we were
come together.
We were actually on a tour with one of our great friends, Kanye.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Him, Tim Pool, Nick Fuentes, and Milo Yiannopoulos.
Yeah, if you watch that Alex Jones interview, there's an earpiece in it. We're like, you know, it'd be funny.
And then we're the one who bought him
the
the net and the Yahoo.
Yeah,
there's like this would be a great bit.
We have a great
kill.
Bit for you.
This would fucking kill.
Thanks, guys. You're my favorite podcast.
Yeah. He
kind of left out the shout out, but whatever.
No, he shouts us out, but like people only watch the clips of those streams.
Well, it's like how all his songs get ghost written, and then like one time when he put out "Yay," he talked about he's like this song it had like 50 fucking writers that weren't credited.
Yeah,
everyone was like, okay, well,
shitty of you.
Especially for.
I mean, thanks for saying it now, but like, do you do this often?
Yeah,
where you don't credit them.
Was this like Was this that part of the performance art? Is that you weren't crediting them this time? I don't know. It's he was going on kind of a tear there. I did I watched the Tim Pool interview because I was curious.
Yeah. It was not long because
he bounced, but they're
left as soon as he wasn't willing to say.
After he left was the funniest part, though. That was my favorite part because like while he was like talking to Tim Pool, his like flunkies, like the one guy who always dresses in a suit. And like Nick Fuentes, he like is now dressed in like the only hoodie that he owns, just because like he's like, well, I've got to look like Kanye.
He's a Nazi man who's like trying to be hip and cool.
Yeah,
and he's really bad.
No, but it's like he goes in and like it's very funny because he is like a debate bro kind of guy where he'll sit down and he'll try to like debate all of these things with people, and he was so excited to like get onto Tim Pool, and you could like see it in his face, and he's like, I'm gonna be able to debate this guy and like on the biggest platform I've ever had. And when like Ye got up, he was like, okay, cool, this is my time. And then Milo's like, I'll go check on him, and then he was like nervous. And you just see in Nick Fuentes' eyes, he starts like darting around. He's like, shit, should I have been the first one to go check on him? Should I have been the first one to go? And so he looks like a lost puppy, and you can just see him like looking at the Tim Pool interview. He's like, I could like black pill all of his audience right now, or I could go like check on and suck Kanye's dick. And he was like lost in between those 2 points, and he's like, I've got to go check on him.
Did you see the Tim Pool tweets before and after the Alex Jones interview? Where he's
dude.
He's like, I genuinely believe Kanye could win the presidency.
Yeah.
and then the Alex
literally
Jones
like an
interview,
hour.
He's like, wait, no, never mind.
You fucking retard.
How did he ever think that was even possible?
Because he's a stupid fucking man.
A weird fucking grifter. He just tries to.
He
have
thought there would be a
attention.
50-state sweep for Trump against Biden. He's a fucking moron.
Yeah, he has no political literacy, dude. He's literally just a grifter.
There is something.
He's a content creator.
Yeah, there is something really funny about those guys because they always do this thing where they're like, specifically with like different, like they're like, I've actually been to the Midwest and I've seen what people really think. But they just like, it's like, who? Like, where did you go? What did you
spend all your time in your fucking room cutting content for YouTube?
Yeah, it's like you have not
go anywhere.
You haven't left your room to piss in 5 days. It's like, how do
you guys joke, but under that beanie, Tim Pool has a apparatus that allows him to be in tune with every American. So.
Yeah, it's true. He gets to see his.
He's like Brainiac.
if he takes it off, then like he gets all of the like psychic damage.
That's why, it's lined with tinfoil to stop his brain from getting overloaded and killing him.
Have you seen all of Tim Pool's like band shit? He's like,
the shitty conservative songs.
Yeah, he makes like conservative like rock songs now, and they're just like
they're so cringe,
really pathetic.
They're so fucking cringe. It is very funny to watch those. Because he like gets a guy to do animations for him.
Yeah, and it's like,
as well.
But they're also like, there's something about conservatives where it's like they have all the money in the world, but every time I see a production by them, I'm like, this looks like someone made this with no money. But like there's the artifice of money where it's like this person's getting paid 6 figures and like the set somehow cost you guys $1 million, but it all looks so terrible. Like, how is this what you came up with?
They've got no heart and soul. There's no artistic vision in a conservative's mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there is that, but it's like, it's very much the kind of conservative like light core where it's like, oh, it's nice and fluffy and like Target conservative type stuff. That's they don't have any passion for that. They want some.
They want a nice fucking neon-esque light, or what the fuck is it called? Like a bright fluorescent light.
Yeah, they wanted a bright fluorescent
floor
and black.
And that's their brain.
And boots and black leather things and a
I don't know
cool cap. I was gonna do a Nazi thing.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I've lost the thread.
Whatever. But there are many more threads that we missed out on, luckily, so we can follow those.
Yeah.
I think
like unraveling a sweater.
Let's see.
Podcast is like an old sweater that's falling apart.
it's still good though.
It's still cool.
But you can't just throw it away.
The arms are still on.
How about the Game Awards, huh, folks?
Oh no, I was gonna talk
the
about
gay awards.
The gay awards.
I should have won something.
Well, you did. So
yeah, you missed out.
Yeah.
You didn't go.
But I win.
You won Queer of the Year.
Queer of the Year.
Yeah,
that's the most prestigious award that can receive.
Dude, like it's like he's not coming up to the stage because he didn't come.
Yeah.
Come.
Yeah, they heard. They actually
most. And this
most
year,
comes.
the award to most impressive no hands come goes to Phineas.
This isn't a specifically gay thing at that point.
Yeah.
No, but
it's a part of the culture.
Be like overly inclusive and not acknowledge that the no hands come
was originated
an important
with
aspect
gays.
of gay culture, right?
I'm sorry.
That's that's like saying like butt stuff isn't like a gay thing.
Yeah, it's like anyone can do butt stuff.
Yeah,
but like
no,
you
you're
know,
right.
But who came up with that? That's like saying AAVE.
like anyone can cook soul food, but you gotta attribute it to black people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
butt stuff and no hands coming is the soul food of
no hands
soul
coming
food
is
of the
soul
gay.
food of the gay community.
It's but yeah, it was very impressive that you won that. Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, he was there.
He tried to no hands come,
On
but
stage.
it was like on stage. Yeah,
live.
You saw that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I thought he was gonna pull it off.
he got tackled.
He has his spin move, which creates great stimulation, but
whipped his dick out and spun around. On stage.
I would
he
like
just
it
didn't
if
put in the practice.
just a guy in like a fucking mascot costume is just like screaming, just like doubled over in pain, like ah. He's
going
come.
Super Saiyan, trying to come without any hands.
Yeah, but then you see that like one of his arms goes limp because he goes and he's like, "Look, guys, I did it."
Is to go even further beyond, and then my pubes spike up and turn yellow.
Yeah, that's probably something you got to get looked at.
No.
Oh, that's how you do it.
How would you feel about people that dye their pubes? Like if you were fucking somebody and they had dyed pubes.
How are they dyed?
They're dyed a color.
It also really depends.
That
how long
influences,
you've known
like
them.
if they dyed their hair blonde and they're like, I want the current to match the drapes,
Yeah, that's true.
like that.
No, they're dyed like green.
Green.
Green, and they have like regular hair color.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Or
cool.
they could have like a purple hair color.
Depends.
You're in the top.
I don't think that affects me, honestly.
Probably not.
At the point that you're seeing their pubes, you're kind of in too deep to be like, well,
Like,
no, thank
I'm
you.
not
Not
gonna
something that do so much for me that like them being a different color can like
Yeah.
really benefit
Yeah.
or harm.
Realistically, that's probably a red flag.
What if they colored them with food dye? So
it
runs
was like running.
It starts to run.
I'd be like, can you?
I'd be a
clean that
little
up?
annoyed.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I wish you had like told me. I would have set down a towel.
Yeah, that would be my main thing. Is like, could you like wash that off before we fuck in my bed so it doesn't die? Just have a little spot.
And then I'm her, and I go, no, Jack. That's part of it for me.
That's part of it.
No, you're him.
Do we have to?
No,
do we have to do it on my bed then?
Yes. You fucking up your bed sheets is part of it for me.
Yeah, that would actually be something where I'd be like, is it worth it? Like, I'd really have to weigh those.
I mean, I've had somebody bleed on my bed before.
I assume they didn't do that on purpose, though.
No, but I was like, what the fuck?
It's because Jackson has a barbed cat's penis.
Mm-hmm.
I do like
It's
how...
really his
It was
fault
not-
for not anticipating that.
Yeah, he has a little duck penis.
I mean, usually people are pretty able to, figure it out. They bleed down
She tries to suck you off, and she just like basically just a mouthful of
Yeah.
razor blades.
She tries to suck him off, and it's like a fish getting caught by a hook.
And she just starts like spitting out blood and like coughing and choking on her own blood, and you're like, that's gross. Maybe you can do that
Ew.
outside of my bed.
Ew.
You bitch.
Fucking bitch.
Fucking bitch. Let's
rename our podcast to Kill Fuck Bitch Shit.
Yeah.
Kill fuck bitch.
Let's get some more slurs in there.
Yeah. That's always
That's really good for the SEO.
It shows the kind of audience that we're
Yeah.
trying to
Or hate bitch kill fuck.
Yeah.
hate, bitch, kill.
Yeah.
What's
any real organization of those four
See,
words.
our current
Hate, bitch, kill, fuck. I'm a racist podcast.
we have an opening now.
Yeah.
It's but like with that, I feel like with hate, bitch, kill, fuck, it doesn't say as much about our podcast.
Is that who we are?
Yeah,
Well, we need to distill it down.
Brown
to the
Brick says so much about
pure essence.
what our podcast is, especially to people who haven't seen a shitty Mike Matei video where he reviews Minecraft with Inspector
Exactly.
Gadget.
What if we started building things on our podcast?
Well, you could just do a different show. We don't have to make this like a Lego podcast.
but it could be.
What if we turned the podcast into a play?
Oh.
What if we just did improv the whole podcast instead?
I mean, is that not technically what we're doing?
Yeah, we do that.
No, but like you would have to go up and have
like-
a bit,
Oh, okay.
and then we would not talk. Like neither of us would talk. We might laugh if we like it, and then afterwards we
that
talk.
sounds so stressful.
And then afterwards we'd talk about it. We'd have like an open dialogue with everybody and be like, "Well, what worked, what didn't?" And I just think that would provide a lot of entertainment
None
for
of
everybody.
it worked. You're trash.
I do wonder.
You're trash, kid.
Do you guys ever wonder what the world's going to look like in 88 years? Because Elon Musk tweeted that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
No, guys, it's just because it's the turn of the century. Don't
That's not
look
even
into
the turn
it.
of the century.
It was,
Yeah, you're right.
well, no, it was like apparently there was something where it was like this bat evolved separately for 88 million years. And he's like, I wonder what the world will look like in 88 years.
88 million years.
I was like, now's not the time, Elon.
Yeah.
No.
You're literally just baiting people to be like, why are you... Well, you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
And then
he's
he's going to be
not-
like, oh, you can't say anything.
Yeah,
Oh.
that really is like
That's
You can't
literally
say
all it
anything
is.
on my website.
Literally just trying to get people to like, I don't know, alt-right people to defend him about the
Yeah.
crazy left and dog
yeah, it's like
whistles.
he just picked a random couple of years. What if he just likes numbers?
He was playing bingo and he had a little bingo number,
and all the
roller.
numbers are 88.
Yeah.
What are the prizes you win in the bingo where all
And
of the
the
numbers
Nazi
It's like
bingo.
that South Park episode where like how they make the Family Guy episodes where it's like, I don't know, sea animals like randomly generating bits.
Oh yeah.
That's how he makes his tweets, and they keep being fucked up and shit.
Yeah,
and
he
he's like,
just-
oh,
He's
no.
like, no. He's trying to take. They won't generate tweets anymore if he takes out the 88 or Hitler balls.
Yeah, that's what the animals require to be in the tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really the worst poster. Of
What do you
all
think is
time.
the most racist animal besides humans?
Dogs.
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 Dogs do get a
Dogs
bad
do
rap
be
for
kind of
that.
Yeah.
racist sometimes.
German Shepherds. They're fucking cops.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck 12.
Fuck
The Paw Patrol.
K9.
Fuck Paw Patrol.
Fuck Paw Patrol.
What Paw Patrol
We're
ever
putting
do
out,
to
we're
you?
putting out a fatwa on Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol, what'd they do?
Don't do that. Oh, this part's great.
Don't fucking touch me, bitch.
Let's see. Can't is
go
88 divisible by 12?
Say hi.
I don't.
Hi.
No, it's 7.3.
That's our friend Zach.
What is 12? Oh, cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello. You want to say something?
Yeah, you're going to just hover around and watch, or you're going to say something?
You didn't say hi.
Oh, you.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, this isn't coming across at all.
Sorry, Liam's a little stressed because he has a jihad put out on him.
That's okay. We put a fatwa out on Mr.
Fatwa.
Ready Whip.
Yeah, we put a fatwa out on the,
Yeah, we put fatwa. That's a good joke. I know you already told it, but fatwa.
I do like it.
Because he's fat.
He is pretty fat.
Because he's
I'll
really
give him
fat.
that.
Je ne sais pas, mon ami. So what's been going on in the life of Jack?
Me? I saw an old friend who plays Pokemon at
Oh, yeah.
the one person.
Yeah.
The giant.
Yeah, the
He's a big
giant
old guy.
and his girlfriend, who is
I touched her tits.
who
Jolly
Vinny has
brown
mentioned
giant.
I
movies.
touched her tits. And her boyfriend got
Were they
mad
good?
at me.
That's what I said. I
They're
remember
pretty good.
I had a
pretty
really
good.
fruitful 10-minute conversation with him about Pokemon, and I just turned to her and said, "My friend touched your tits."
My friend touched your tits.
My friend touched.
Just look her directly
would you
in
be
the eye.
interested in having that sort of scenario happen again?
When somebody gets really drunk.
No, you
touches
shouldn't
your
even say,
tits.
"Would you be interested?" You just say, "That's gonna happen again."
That's gonna happen again.
I don't make the rules.
One of my friends is gonna touch your tits.
What-
All right,
one
bye,
thing-
Sean.
Bye, Sean.
There's
Love
only
you.
there's only
Good
three
to see you
things.
again, man.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, we'll have to hang out later.
There's only three things guaranteed in your life, bitch: death, taxes, and somebody I know is gonna touch your tits again, bitch.
That man's name, Phineas. Anyways,
Yeah,
how you doing?
How's your life?
yeah. Still like Pokemon.
Seems like it.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm still talking to Sean. I just turned to her, say that, and then
Yeah.
just pivot back over.
You put your hands over Sean's ears intermittently, and
I'm
he's just-
trying because he's too tall.
Too
sits
fucking
there.
tall.
Yeah, I'm just so I've got my hands kind of on his cheeks, but it's
You're on your tippy toes.
it's like someone's gonna come and
listen.
fucking find you. It's gonna fucking touch your tits.
Yeah.
and you better just let it fucking happen.
You better. I'd say watch out, but I hope you don't. I hope you're not.
For your
ready
sake,
for
I
it.
hope you don't see it coming.
Yeah.
The fear that'll be way worse.
Jesus Christ, this sounds really fucking bad.
No, Sean, don't worry about it.
That
Anyway.
sounds really bad, man.
Oh, you're playing a Magikarp deck, Sean? That's crazy. That's cool.
That's wild.
So which Pokemon character do you jerk off to the most?
And the same way that Splash is ineffective, you'll be ineffective in stopping your girlfriend's tits from getting touched. You're the embodiment of a Magikarp deck.
You look like a Gyarados, but you're
Yeah.
merely a Magikarp.
You look like a Gyarados, but you're but a Magikarp.
You're but a Magikarp
What
in
about
terms
the
of the
Magikarp?
ability to
In
stop.
terms of your actual abilities, a Magikarp.
That I faked pretend to punch him, and I just make him flinch.
You fake punch him, he doesn't flinch. You flinched. Oh,
Two for flinching.
oh.
2 for flinching, and then I just
I'm a Mega Rayquaza.
I got banned from
I was
Ubers.
banned from Ubers because I am too powerful.
Shut the fuck up.
And then the staff at this point is like, "You gotta go," and I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
What?
Just talking about
I'm
Pokemon.
talking to my friends.
Talking about Pokemon.
I'm talking to my friends here. I haven't seen them in a long time."
We're just talking about Pokemon. You're not allowed to talk about Pokemon here?
Is this not a Pokemon-friendly establishment?
Why do you have so many Pokemon cards if you're not allowed to talk
This seems
about
like a place where you'd be allowed to talk about Pokemon.
them?
You know what you are? You're a Mr. Mime.
Yeah,
You fucking suck. Fuck you.
you're a jinx because you're racist.
Yeah, you're fucking racist.
You're a racist.
You're fucking racist right now.
Yeah, you're being a fucking racist.
You're being
right
a
now.
fucking
Pokemon racist.
Let me talk to my friends.
Shut the fuck up. I'm talking about Pokemon. You're a fucking racist.
Jinx, that's you.
Yeah.
Except for you say the N word.
Ooh.
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 With that
Now,
nod.
please, if you will, go away before I start pressing charges.
Yeah.
I've got to talk to my friend
I've got to tell my
and
friend.
his girlfriend.
This is some real Chris Chan behavior from Jack.
This is really.
Throwing a fit in a game store.
I'm not allowed to go back, but
It's okay.
I
There's
just
other
had to
game
get that point
stores.
across, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Sometimes
games.
you gotta give it to somebody, just really lay it on.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder if I got banned from a game store, if I would be allowed in like any of the other game stores, because I feel like they all talk.
They might talk to each other.
Yeah, and it's also something where it's not like generally like hooligans are allowed in there. Like if somebody's like bad enough to be banned from like playing Pokemon, it's like you probably don't want that guy anywhere near another Pokemon tournament.
No.
But how am I to get my cards?
You buy them online, bitch.
I start sending people into the game store to buy cards for me.
Are you buying cards?
But then also I tell them, if you see Sean and his girlfriend, you need to go up to her and say, it's coming. It's coming. So,
Yeah.
Hey, sir, are you in here buying cards for the guy we banned? No.
no.
Are you a Gardevoir? Because you're so beautiful.
You're so pretty.
You're so beautiful.
And you touch your cheek with your hand.
Yeah.
The back of your hand.
Mhm.
Are you a Rillaboom? Because I like the way you play the drums.
My drums.
Is that the
You're
monkey?
beating the
Is
drums
that the monkey
for
with
me.
the drums?
I would like it's like
What's the monkey with the drums? Is that a Rillaboom?
Rillaboom.
Okay, I was right. Cool.
Yeah.
Are you a Gardevoir? Because you should never defy me.
Yeah.
My little kitten.
Yeah.
I'm much faster than you. You only have 80 base speed.
Are you a Meowth? Because that's right.
Ooh.
Ooh. These aren't even like pickup lines. They're like vaguely veiled threats.
Are you a Reggie Electric? Because you're shocking. You're electrifying.
Are you Reggie Giga?
Are you Reggie Gigas? Because you got a gig ass.
Oh.
You've got it, and it's a slow start. I'm working on a slow start right now. But once I get going, I'm gonna be a problem.
Are you a Deoxys? Because you're out of this world.
Are you Deoxys speed form?
Are you?
Because you're fast, but I'm a
Because you're
Regieleki.
incredibly quick.
Are you Mewtwo? Because you look like you were grown in a lab.
Are you Mewtwo? Because you're the ultimate life form.
And I'm Mew, so I can be anything you want, baby.
Yeah.
Or Ditto. Ditto probably, but Mew learns all the moves. I like for what's it called? I like all these pickup lines, but I like just going up to girls and saying like, "You look like you'd be incredibly fast."
Are you Darkrai? Because you haunt my nightmares.
Are you a Probopass? Because you're not big as fuck, bitch.
Yeah, just asking if they're a Probopass. No, like
You
extra things. It's like, are you a Probopass? It's like, no.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay. I guess not.
That's not even at a game store. You're on a Tinder date, so you like talk to them, and the first thing you say is like, "Hey, are you a Probopass?"
I'm gonna standing at the front of a GameStop, harassing everybody who walks in throughout the day.
until you can find the one who actually is a Probopass. They're like, "How
Love
did you
hanging
know?"
out at the GameStop, trying to find the love of my life through Pokemon lines.
That's pretty good. Just throw them out there, see what sticks.
I'm picking up single packs of Pokemon cards and just looking at them and putting them back down.
Are you a booster pack of Pokemon cards? Because I'd love to flip you.
Flip you over and open you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean it.
I didn't mean to say that.
mean it.
Oh
It's
god!
just, I do like that you're like hitting on people, but you're just like talking to the ground. Like you're like looking at Pokemon cards, and they're just like
You're opening up packs of Pokemon cards while you're talking to this
you
person.
can't be opening those in the store. You
didn't
haven't
buy
bought
that.
them yet, and you're just like breathing heavily, being like,
Fuck.
"Are you this?
God damn it. Fuck.
Shit. Oh wait, I need to.
I want to leave, but I can't.
It wasn't a rare.
leave, but I can't.
They forgot to put a secret rare in this pack. What the fuck?
Are you my secret rare?
It's like, sir, you didn't pay for that yet.
Are you my secret rare? Are you? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. I know your license plate
I'm
number.
an ultra rare.
I know where you live.
Buy an
now.
energy card because I'm fucking useless.
It's not what I wanted in the pack. You're not what I wanted in the pack at all.
Yeah.
That's what you should say to the GameStop employee that tries to reprimand you and kick you out. You're like, you're not what I wanted in this pack at all. And then you kill him.
Yeah.
Are you a blue eyes white dragon? Because
you're white and have
you're
blue
white
eyes.
and
Yeah, you're white and have blue
tall.
eyes. And you're fucking vanilla. You're fucking boring. You have no flavor
You're
text.
silver like the Silver Surfer.
I can see it in your eyes.
Are you Exodia?
Because you just won my heart.
Yeah.
Because I just got sent to the Shadow Realm by you.
Are you the dark magician girl? Because you're a cutie.
Because she's pretty and so are you.
She's very pretty.
You're a beautiful young lady.
So pretty.
She's 15.
Yeah.
So pretty.
You're so pretty. And you're just like patting them. Like patting their hair. Batting at it.
Are you?
Are you a Bakugan? Because I want to throw you.
I want to battle
I
brawl.
want
Throw
to
you.
fucking roll you.
I just want to fucking pick you up.
I want to roll
chuck
you across the ground like a Bakugan.
I want you to pop out and then battle for
Yeah.
me. I want you to not disobey me.
Are you a winged Karibo? Because I want to carry your bows.
What are their bows in this context?
Boob eyes.
Your other boobs. Caress your boobs. Are you a Karibo?
Caress
I want to caress your boobs.
Yeah, that worked.
Then the game store owner says to you, "Are you pot of greed? Because you're not allowed to be here.
Banned.
Because you've been banned.
You've been banned, like pot of greed has."
Then I
We could do this forever. This is
yeah,
awesome.
This is evergreen.
This is perhaps our
content.
greatest bit ever.
This is evergreen content right here.
Yeah.
You know what else is evergreen content? Let's see. There's a lot.
Leafeon.
Let's see. There was
Nice.
Leafeon is leafage.
Death Stranding 2. Armored Core 6.
George Soros apparently
Uh,
bought a bunch of Republican Mexican TV channels.
Cool.
That's cool. I'm just going over my notes for the past 2 weeks because we missed a lot. Let's see.
That's at the top of the list.
Yeah, well, that was after all the Kanye stuff. But Balenciaga BDSM teddy bear. Do you have anything to say about that?
No, I don't even know.
Nothing other than it was sketch as fuck.
It was just
really
weird.
creepy. Yeah.
But it wasn't like,
I mean, it had to have just been a PR stunt, right?
yeah, or it was just like a weird photographer. And it's also something where I always hate whenever people are talking about like pedophiles and they're talking about like, oh, well, like what was, like, because it was just a weird PR stunt. And so people are like, oh, people would have become pedophiles or like
By
this
looking
was
at a teddy
signaling
bear.
to other pedophiles. And it's like, well, I don't think people are like looking at that and being,
They're really cornering the pedophile market over at Balenciaga.
there's a lot of like those subtle people, because like a lot of people say like they put a bunch of pedophile symbolism into a lot of different places, and that's always weirded me out because I'm like, are people like subtly becoming pedophiles from like looking at that Balenciaga thing?
I look at a Star of David too long and I become a pedophile. That's
Yeah, we already have
what's
a
happening to
subtle
me.
pedophile symbol. The NAMBLA logo is just half of a Star of David.
Is that true?
Yeah. If you just
I don't.
double
I
up,
don't like what you're insinuating.
if you double up on NAMBLA logos.
I mean, Star of David's a cool symbol, you know. It looks pretty neat.
How old was David when he made that star?
Did he make it? I doubt he made it himself.
Yeah, someone probably made a star.
I
like
probably
that
just took
before.
credit.
Yeah, he was like, "No, this is my star now."
What did David do? Killed Goliath?
There's a lot of Davids in the Bible.
Well, which David's the one that's the Star of David's David?
Which one was the Jew?
David. Like, I mean, which David? Yeah, what can I say but David?
I don't. What did he do?
We don't
He
know.
made the star.
Yeah,
He's just the guy who made the star. He's not the guy who killed Goliath.
he might have been.
I think they're different guys, but I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of Davids. We know a couple of Davids.
We know a couple of Davids.
So like,
I know one David.
You know two Davids.
yeah, you know too.
Oh, that's true. I do know two Davids. I forget that his name is David.
Yeah, I know. Because we call him Davey. to differentiate.
Anyways,
Yeah, that's
North American Boys Love Association. How about never ate bussy?
You skipped the M.
Skip the M. Never ate
male
bussy.
Ate a lot of female bussy.
I'm bad at letters.
Boys,
a lot of ass.
Bussy, less
association.
Less appealing. Never ate male bussy, less appealing.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Now that I think about it, now I'm sitting on this one for a little bit. That is pretty good.
The North American Boys Love Association, what do they do? Read Yowie all day?
Yeah, probably. I hope
Is
so.
that what it's about? It's about
I don't get why you need to have an
reading
association.
boys
for that kind of
love
stuff.
manga.
I always go to all these like people that are like these like, oh, we're like fighting for, I don't know, boys love, and then you go into their office and they like don't do anything. Like, I'm confused as to what they do exactly.
Imagine being one of their interns. You're like, well, it's
little boy.
It's just a job. I'm not really a pedophile.
That would be good if you joined a
Yeah.
pedophile organization because they had good benefits.
You're like, yeah, no, I think it's reprehensive, but like,
But
this is the best job I've
I
had.
get
yeah,
paid.
but
10
like
years.
we're going into a recession, so I'm not about to give up a job.
not about to front that I don't want the money.
Yeah. Then what? I guess you just wouldn't put that on your resume, or you'd put
Or you might.
Apparently, there's an alternate company that you can put on your resume for Pornhub. If you worked at Pornhub,
What's it called?
I don't know, not Pornhub. And
So they just give you an alt company as a cover,
yeah, but it's like
or is that who they're actually getting paid by?
I think it might be their parent company, but it's like if you work specifically at Pornhub, most people just put on like the.
Do the porn stars get to put that on their resume?
I don't think they need resumes if you're a porn star.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
Yeah, just in
Are
case.
they allowed to? They're allowed to put this parent company on their resume if they made
I'm
a
sure
porno?
they are. I'm sure if you asked nicely. If
I
you
guess
didn't want
most
to
of their
define-
porn isn't made by Pornhub, so...
Yeah, Pornhub's just kind of an aggregator. It's like a YouTube.
that's fair.
Let's see.
Their Pornhub player is pretty fucked up. But sometimes it just doesn't load the video when you first load the website.
Really? I haven't been having that problem.
Like, you'll press play and it'll just not work, and you have to, like, reload the page.
Maybe you're not good at watching porn.
I feel like it's an issue with their website, because it's pretty common. It happens a lot.
On mobile, it works really well.
No, that's why I'm saying the issue is I press play the first time I load a video, and it won't play it immediately, and I have to reload the page. What the fuck, Pornhub?
I'm sorry, man.
I know. It's really putting a lot of stress in my life
Yeah,
that I don't need. I don't need it.
that's what Pornhub like support said when Jackson sent that to them.
Yeah,
They're like,
I sent him a
sorry
ticket.
about that. Sorry about that, bro.
I sent him
Let's
a
see.
support ticket. It was like, get your fucking code monkeys to do this shit right.
Yeah,
you fucking
Jackson's
asshole.
feeling a little forlorn hub.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where he goes.
But then
what do
he
you
finds
Pornhub
out that
working.
all the code monkeys, they've already been crunching on a bunch of other stuff, so he feels a little torn hub about making them.
Are you
do
Pornhub?
that.
Because I want to see your ass and titties naked. Yeah.
What?
Then you touch them,
Then they run away from you.
but they're not that fast.
But they're not
Whoa.
as quick as me.
Whoa.
I'm a Reggie
Chill
Alecki.
out. I'm a Reggie Ice because I'm cool.
Yeah, you're defensively good with the worst defensive typing.
What's the one that's salt?
Oh, Garganel, that new one.
What?
There's a new one that's like assault.
Oh, there's this assault Pokemon now?
Yeah.
I was talking about one of the Reggies.
Oh, Reggie Rock.
Reggie Rock. He looks like salt.
Okay, yeah, I can
It's
see
like
that.
he's like a brown and red rock guy.
Yeah, he goes Reggie Rock.
You're wrong.
Okay, I'm thinking of something else then. Maybe I'm thinking of Reggie Ice. I think Reggie Ice looks like salt.
No, Reggie Ice looks like ice.
He looks like ice because he's ice.
But he also looks like salt.
These are things that
Looks like if you licked them, it'd be a big
Aren't
salt
that-
lick.
these are things that are not that much up for debate. If his name is Reggie Ice,
Shut up. Kid.
there's not a lot of wiggle room there.
Shut the fuck up.
Let's see. Have you guys read all the Xbox and Sony shit?
No.
I mean, I've listened to videos about it, yeah.
There's been a very, the like head of Xbox, or the head of like Microsoft, paid Wall Street Journal to put out an article on the Wall Street Journal. And it was basically just an article that was one of the funniest reads I've had in a while, because on one hand, he has to convince like investors that it was a good idea for them to spend like 3 times the GDP of Jamaica to like buy a failing company that was Activision. And on the other hand, he has to like convince the regulators that it's not going to create a monopoly. So like he's constantly making quotes where he's like, Xbox is dying and is horrible and no one wants to buy Game Pass, but Game Pass is also the future, and Sony is Blockbuster and we are Netflix and we're going to destroy them, but no one wants to buy Game Pass right now because it has no good games. And like most of the article was just him saying like, people hate Call of Duty. Call of Duty is terrible. No one wants to buy Call of Duty. And if we had Call of Duty, that wouldn't even matter because Call of Duty sucks. And then PS4 came out and was like, you might as well burn your PS5 if you don't have Call of Duty on that PS5 because it's basically fucking worthless. So it's a very weird like PR campaign because they're trying to like get regulators to block that merger, but they're also trying to be like, oh yeah, like our consoles sucks.
Our consoles are both trash.
Our consoles are both,
but they're better than that guy's a little bit, but not that much better. And his is also really good.
And no, but they're actually much worse. But they're kind of a little bit better, or they could be better, but they're much worse actually. So it's been funny to watch them kind of dance around that.
Yeah, I'm glad they're blocking the merger.
Yeah,
because I don't like the direction that would probably lead in.
I can't imagine that it'll actually get blocked. I assume it's just going to be like temporarily blocked, probably.
I don't know.
And then they'll just have to make concessions.
I didn't think. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that they're even attempting to block it, considering how little trust busting has happened in the last 50, 60 years.
Yeah,
in America.
True. I don't know. I think it's just like if you get enough people telling you that it's a bad idea for video games to have that, then people will just be like, sure, because they don't know anything about video games. But on the other side, if you get enough people telling you it doesn't matter, then it's like it doesn't matter to them. So it's all down to public perception, much like Sam Bankman-Fried right now, which
who's not been arrested.
He's not been arrested and been on a little bit of a PR tour, which has been also very funny to watch.
But what does he have to say?
Oh, he's trying to like basically just become like, all he's saying is like, I'm just a little idiot boy. Like I didn't know anything that was going on. And so he constantly talks about how he had no clue what was going on in his company. And he's like, I didn't know how it was coded. I don't know how to code. And so he's just trying to be like, made a big oopsie, but I'm an idiot boy, so it doesn't matter. And so you shouldn't arrest me. And he's doing a bunch of these like, yeah, I guess I did do a little tiny bit of wire fraud here and there, but it's a lot of stuff that's like not like, it's like just a slap on the wrist is probably what he'd get. But he's like, but the big stuff is actually, I had no clue what was going on in the company that I owned. So it's been really funny. And he also said in one of the interviews, he has no clue how his Bahamas mansion appeared under his parents' names. He was like, I guess I just signed the papers wrong. And so it's a lot of stuff like that where it's like, well, this was obviously made to be like cloak and dagger. Like, why did you pull out all of your, why'd you set up like a separate shell company and transfer all of your Robinhood shares to that right before you paused trading on FTX? And he was like, oh yeah, I don't know how that happened.
It just, it just fell down a staircase and my phone hit those couple buttons.
He's like 2 steps away from literally.
They should have had him play Weird Al in the Weird Al movie instead of Daniel Radcliffe.
He would have been good, except for I would have hated him a lot more.
He'd be a bit fatter.
He would be.
Than Weird Al probably is.
He's like a very weird body type. He does look like a coder body type.
He's a little doughboy.
Yeah, he is. That's too bad.
That's such a shame.
Yeah,
and
well,
I would have loved to have a voice and body like his dominate the economic scene of America.
Yeah, a strong, powerful.
The crypto market. He would have been a gamer in the crypto sphere.
He would have been a
dominated.
Bronze 3 League of Legends player.
Hey man, we can't all be good gamers. He's a gamer though.
There's something to be said about like still being Bronze 3 when you're playing League during like the most important meetings of your fucking life. It's like well,
it's the stress. The stress of the meeting is affecting his gameplay. Well, he's not able to perform at the max level.
It'd be like if you only ever saw me playing Flappy Bird, but I could never get past the third pipe. Like that's like the equivalent of what he does. It's like, yeah. But I was also being touted as the smartest person alive, and you were just like. You were like, "Oh, how are you doing at Flappy Bird?" Because you play that
for the amount he played, yeah,
yeah. You play that literally every day on like the most important things that we do, and you just see me always dying on the third pipe. Like that's the equivalent of what Sam Bankman-Fried.
Maybe that's why he did it. He got flamed too much in League chat, and he was like, "I'm gonna get my fucking revenge."
Yeah, and then he sponsored TSM revenge. So he could get all the League players to spend their money on gambling. That'd be good. I hope that's what happened. Let's see.
You got anything to say?
No. My head hurts because I was scratched and my hair got pulled. I felt so much more hair came out when I was showering this morning.
Yeah, Jesus. That sucks. Is there a big bald patch on your head now?
Not that I can tell, but once it starts to grow back in and it gets like stubbly.
Like sure part of it's going to be different from...
Like they ripped it out from the root.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Are you okay? Like...
Yeah, I'm good. It doesn't hurt too bad. The scratches on my forehead hurt more, but even those aren't too bad.
Because you're strong.
Because I'm a strong, powerful bouncer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was true. She tried to rip out more hair.
You should have hurt her.
You should have destroyed her.
Should have hurt her in a way that would last.
Don't. You should have. You should have. Okay, what would be more...
Is she banned too? We ban her?
Yeah, I mean, I'll fucking try to remember. She's really generic looking.
Yeah.
And the cameras, there's like, it's such a clusterfuck. It's hard to get her face.
So if you have like, if you're being like a piece of shit and you're clawing out hair from the bouncer, is it scarier if the bouncer choke slams you onto the ground or if the bouncer puts the back of his hand on your face and slowly like pets it down and says, "Don't make me hurt you"?
I think it's probably
"Don't make me hurt you, little one."
Young lady.
Young lady.
You wouldn't like what I can do.
You would not like the power I hold.
The things I am considering doing beyond your greatest fears.
She's just like drunk and like confused.
Oh, okay.
They are so angry in that moment that would not even be registered.
Well, you couldn't like whisper under their breath.
Yeah.
Unless you were like able to get him like in a fucking hold and just really hold him there like a cat.
Get him in a full Nelson and whisper in the ear, "Miss, I'm asking you to calm down. Before I do something we'll both regret.
I wouldn't want to hurt a pretty face like
I wouldn't want to hurt such a beautiful young woman.
I want to have to destroy that hair.
I want to do many other things with you besides hurt you. But if I must hurt you, it is much what
Little lady, let's not have this reach its logical conclusion." Yeah, that'd be scary.
What if somebody said exactly that to you? What if you were being like, "Fuck you," like, and you were just like completely...
I would, like, depends on the If it was a big man, I'd be very, very scared.
Well, what if it was a little lady?
I wouldn't.
And she kept calling you little lady. But she was powerful enough that she could get you in a full Nelson.
I think that'd be funny. Me and you had a good time last night with those guys outside the bar. We were harassing them about them not getting an Uber because we were just waiting. We were just waiting for the Ubers to
it was like a $30 Uber. So Jackson's like, just wait. And then eventually it'll go down. And they were like, "Oh, you're not getting an Uber?" And they were like, "No, we live here."
No, we live across the street.
And we made fun of him for like not having like a rice cooker or an air fryer. And then we pretended to dunk on him. And one of them got really mad. One of them thought it was a funny joke, what we kept doing. And the other one was like, I'm going to kill you.
The guy was big mad.
Which made it all the more
Kept
funny.
making fun of my hat.
Yeah. And then we said, oh, we like to run. We're actually pretty fast. We like to run. And then you like pretended to run in place.
I was doing
and we were like, oh, show us. You can't run though. We've noticed that you don't have the body type for running. And then I was like, oh, show us a run. And he realized I had him
we
exactly.
got him in checkmate.
I got him in checkmate because it's like if you do a fake stupid run, we'll just make fun of your run. But if you don't do it, we're just going to keep pretending that you don't know how to run and are fat and stupid. So it was really a damned if you do.
We really got the mental moves on those guys.
Yeah,
we were dancing around them verbally.
That was a good old time. I'm going to be thinking about that one for a while.
It's been a while since I've had to spar mentally like that.
Yeah.
Don't make me get out the gloves.
It's been a while since I've battled in the field of logic and rhetoric.
Intellect.
Most of the time, it's in the field of fists.
Most of the time, physical violence is what calls me.
No, you don't even have to say is what calls me. I like the idea of saying most of the time, physical violence. Yes. Let's see. There's a girl there was two girls, and they're really cute, and apparently they live above me. They're chilling there, and they were with one of their friends, and their friend was like, wow, there are all these packages over there. What happens when they overflow? Or like, what happens when there's too many of them? Like, and I was like, oh, they just kind of overflow. And it's like, well, how do you walk there? And I'm like, you really don't. And I made a laugh, and she made a laugh, but while I was laughing, a big piece of snot came out of my nose and then like landed on my chin. And then, but we were riding the elevator up, so I just stopped talking to them, and then turned around and looked at the buttons, and then shuffled out, and then so that was pretty embarrassing.
Damn, you got no riz.
That was negative riz.
L riz.
And then she said, "Were you Cub Chew?
What are you Cub Chew?
Were you Cub Chew?
You should evolve into a bear tick by this point.
Yeah,
you're a 23-year-old man. You should be a bear tick.
Yeah, that was Jack's meet cute with the love of his life.
Yeah.
With the two loves of his life.
If she said that, I would be.
You would come.
I would come. That would make it so much better if I spit snot out of my nose and then came in my fucking pants.
It's a real aw moment there.
Aww.
He's so cute. He's so dreamy.
He is so dreamy. He's coming as. What if Drake?
He's snotting and coming in his pants.
What if like what's it called?
R. Kelly.
Timothy Chalamet. I'm just trying to think of like a teenage heartthrob. Like Timothy Chalamet was just like on stage.
Drake first,
and he just like he accidentally comes. But he like makes a big deal out of it. What happens?
He might kill himself.
He just Timothy Chalamet after presenting at the Oscars.
Timothy Chalamet comes, cries, frantically apologizes, and then kills himself on stage.
Not on stage. It's just like afterwards. Yeah. People are like trying to get interviews.
He goes like totally silent, like no media presence for like months, and everyone's like, "Where's Timothy Chalamet? What's he doing? Is he have a project?" And then he's just
family
dead.
Came out. And they're just
fucking dead.
If like what is the media's like reaction to that? If he comes in his pants,
I don't know. There'd probably
there'd be a movement to normalize coming.
Yeah, just like irrational coming.
Well, yeah, I mean, everybody who shamed him would be, really called out for being assholes.
He would become a champion of the right against cancel culture.
I don't think he'd get canceled.
They canceled Timothy Chalamet for coming,
and then he killed him.
And now he's dead.
I think that would be like the right would prop him up, and they're like, we don't want another Timothy Chalamet.
We don't want
like a lot of those like very sad like these celebrity deaths, and they kind of like talk about like what they were struggling with, but like Timothy Chalamet's on the top of the world, so like that would be the only thing that he would be struggling with at that point in time. So if they had to like recap it was like everything was going great for him until one night, and then he just gets on stage and he's like, I'm sorry.
I would love his his biopic movie after he died, where it's just him being really popular and being in movies and people think he's hot.
No
like
drugs, no,
and then
no women.
Near the end of the movie, there's no story arc. He just comes in his pants and kills himself.
It's if there's no story arc, it is kind of like avant-garde because that's what real life is like. I do think that it's like I think it would be funny if he's like getting ready to go out and there's all this like sad music playing because the audience knows what's about to happen. But there's this sad
it's
music.
like a fucking the scene in Joker where Batman's parents get killed.
Yeah, where you're just like going and you're like, this is supposed to be happy. Why is it so sad? And then future generations are like confused about that. But then the current generation is like crying because they're like, that's the moment. That really changed his life forever. And they call the movie The Cum.
No.
Timothy's Cum.
Sure. That's better.
And those pants are worth millions now because they stained Timothy's Cum.
That's
pants.
what he hung himself with those pants.
Yeah.
Come and he pants me.
There you go.
Come and he pants home.
Oh man.
Oh, Timothy Chalamet. Come and he pants shalom. Come and he pants shalom.
Come and he pants shalom.
Oh yeah.
That sucks.
What?
This is a slam dunk arena.
Dunkachino. Yeah, weird. Al Pacino was at the Game Award.
Oh, yeah.
The Gay Award, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, I don't like
like,
dicks in the butt.
I'm
and then everyone laughed.
Dunkachino. Look at me, I'm Dunkachino.
Like, I don't like...
And now to present the award for gayest actor in movies.
Gayest lyric in the entire world goes Al Pacino. And he's like, I don't like playing gay.
Being a gay guy in a movie.
I'm not much of a gay guy, but I know my kids are gay guys, and I've seen a lot of what they do in the bedroom, and though that is some interesting stuff.
I'm not a fan because I'm not gay.
Not gay.
I'm Al Pacino, and I'm
just
not
presenting
gay.
at the Gay Awards. That's okay.
I'm gonna go have sex with Hideo Kojima later. Also at the Gay Awards.
Yeah, that would be cool. It'd be kind of cute.
Yeah. He's gonna scan me and put me into Death Stranding 2.
Can you really ever get consent from someone who doesn't speak English if you only know English?
Yeah.
How?
Yes. By nodding.
By nodding?
By gestures.
And you just point to your penis and then their vagina?
Yeah.
Or
you
their
make this
butthole.
sound like it would be hard. You could do this with somebody who does speak English.
Like, no, I mean... It just seems like a lot. It seems like a lot more vague.
Are you saying people who are mute can't consent?
I'm saying that like it'd be hard to get them into that situation in the first place without wondering if you're like doing something wrong.
Well, don't have sex with people who don't speak your language.
But what if I go to Nippon?
Don't do that.
Famously, all the girls in Nippon love white people.
Yep. That's
Nippon, I'd rather be peed on.
I thought this was a train to pee on.
I thought we were taking a flight to peed on, not Nippon.
You know,
I want to be peed on.
I've been
right now.
So I follow a lot of big booby cosplay chicks on Instagram. So when I look at they got the Instagram like TikTok little things, the reels or whatever the fuck they're called on Instagram. I was looking through some of those and I came across one that made me pause for a second because it was self-described in the TikTok 2 18-year-old twins that want to fuck the same guy, and I'm like, well, that's
not too bad.
That's incest. First of all,
they're not going to touch.
But then I looked at their profile, and every one of their videos is like talking about how much they love to have sex together with the same guy or date the same guy. And I'm like,
that's clearly just like a fantasy. Right?
You guys don't actually fuck, do you? Because like, if you do this in real life, you guys should probably be in jail.
No, they just don't touch and don't look at each other. They just turn away.
I don't think that's how that would work.
One of them gets on the head, one of them gets on the shaft.
Yeah, but they're doing. I mean, you're still seeing your twin sister naked and probably touching her.
No, you don't touch her. You get a little curtain.
It's very hard. This seems like a very hard.
That's why they're like,
process.
We want to find a guy who can do that because all the other guys fail. Then the moment they see even an ounce of skin from their twin sister, they're like, ew, this is gross now.
Yeah, they're turned off.
No, I think they want to fuck each other.
That's... yeah, that is kind of roundabout.
Maybe I'm projecting.
Yeah, maybe you should try to fuck them and see how much they fuck each other versus fucking you.
This is they had a pretty funny one. That was like when he says he doesn't like twins, and I'm like, who is that guy? Who's that guy who's like, oh, 2 18-year-olds?
No, I would
twins?
not be into fucking two twins.
No, that would. I think I'd actually say I'm not
in real life, but in concept. You know, the idea is interesting.
I don't know that I can.
I don't think I can separate
two hot chicks at once.
Yeah, but they don't have to be twins.
But like,
no,
that's kind of burying the lead, you know?
Yeah. Two incredibly hot chicks who look startlingly similar, probably because they're twins. But that's what you're gonna fuck them both.
But you don't know. You don't know that they are.
Yeah. What if they were lying?
What if they're just playing pretend?
Nisei Mono twinnery.
That's true. They didn't look that. I mean, they looked pretty similar, maybe not. Like similar enough to be twins.
Were they dressed up in cosplay?
Not cosplay. They were just doing like shit with their clothes on.
No, okay. Good for them.
Yeah, I mean, it was in like the TikTok. It wasn't like it wasn't like the shit I was following.
Oh yeah,
it's just the random shit they start throwing at you when you dig deep enough.
Oh yeah, where you're like, where am I? I ran into one of those.
I passed all my fun Lego TikToks where I watched retards build Lego sets, and now I'm in the girls trying to have sex with each other and me at the same time zone.
TikTok really does just kind of go down a rabbit hole of like, well, I'm here now. I ran into one gaggle of TikToks that was like OnlyFans creators, but just talking about how their parents like disown them, but they're like getting back at them in like weird ways.
The whole genre of TikTok is that.
Well, it was like I think mostly just one girl where all she does is post like, here's my OnlyFans, but like here's how much my family doesn't like it, and here's what I'm doing to fuck with them. And what the one that got me on the rabbit hole was that she was like, she stole her like brother's like, her brother had like one of those remote control vibrators, and that remote control vibrator hooked up to his wife, and so she stole the vibrator that went with that remote control and uses it, and she knows that when her brother presses it, her brother's trying to getting her off, not his wife.
Why are you telling me about all these things?
I figured.
Why do you think I want to know about all these Japanese siblings getting off together?
just for general knowledge. You never know.
Email us at brownbrickspodcast@gmail.com.
That's brownbrickspodcast.
If you've ever got your sibling off, or vice versa.
Yeah. No, actually don't. That's a crime. Actually do.
Actually do.
Why not?
We won't
Whatever.
tell.
We won't tell.
We won't tell.
We won't tell nobody. I promise. Oh, also, there's a new ad going around that is, there's no vape in team. That's the ad.
There's so many things that aren't in team.
Or it's like it's most of them are just, they're on like a sports team in like high school, and then like the cheerleader can't hold up another cheerleader because she really wants to go vape, and then she just drops.
That's fucking awesome.
She drops the whole like
injuring. You want to vape so bad, you injure someone.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Is they're like, when you let us down, you let the whole team down, and it's like there's no vape in team, and I was like, this is the worst ad for this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got. What time are we at right now?
I don't know.
That's an hour and 5, folks. So
Hour and 5?
5.
That sounds good, right?
That sounds perfectly fine to
All
me.
right, awesome. Yeah. All right. Have a good day or night.
A good life. Have a good one.
Have a good life.
Yeah,
Make sure to follow through on that.
Happy life.
Happy podcast.
All right, goodbye.
Happy strife.
Happy.
Bye.